How's it going, everybody? This is going to be not quite a bit of a long stream, but you know, something light. So what you're looking at now is our brand new server. So those that are going to be tuning in later on, this is the new Arma server that we have just came out with called Couch Potato. It's a PvE server where the whole country is ran by a giant faction, which is against modern RU. So as you can see, at this very moment we only own 2 bases. Now, that said, we can actually move from base to base, as those who've already probably played Conflict understand the premise. This is PvE, so it's all dynamic soldiers all around. Any base that we capture can be captured back by actual AI. So even though we may take a base over, it may not stay like that for long. So as I go into, let's say, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna switch to the scene real quick because I have to go admin real quick. Sometimes you don't want people to see this stuff. That way you're not like risking. Okay, don't know what's going on with the weather deal right here. Anyways, back to the game itself. I'm gonna play his character real quick. Okay, that fixed. Okay, so we are in the server right now. We're at 60 milliseconds. It's fairly usually a lot better, but we've been running this server all day. It's gonna definitely need a restart soon. But pretty much before server restart that we do, we're just gonna get into the basics. So in this PvE server, a lot of servers that I have noticed that don't have this is a lot of them don't have vehicles as much. They have Humvees, they have all the regular stuff. They don't usually have, like, you know, your Bradleys, your helicopters, like that one over there. I haven't seen a server with an A10 yet. You know, I haven't seen that yet. I actually haven't seen a Bradley in a server for PvE. Seen them in PvP, just not PvE, which makes me always wonder why. As you can see, we can spawn tanks too. Tanks are part of the server. So it's really just a PvE roleplay, but also, as American forces, we are fighting an actual faction altogether. So even though people can technically roleplay in this server, which gratefully that's what I would want. You know, if you're gonna play this server, go ahead, roleplay, or just go out and just fight stuff. It's whatever you want to do. But these are all the bases that are capped. All these bases are capped. Now, I'm not too sure why that got moved again. Those are completely gone. I made sure of that. I'm not sure why the main base is back over here. I moved that about an hour ago to over up here, which is interesting. Not exactly sure what's going on there, or even why that's back over there, but that's okay. Anyways, as I said, this is a dynamic world. As you can see, we have Russian forces that actually walk around this map and search. Now, I'm not sure how many people are actually in this squad with them. Oh, yep, there's quite a bit. So some of them are spread out, walking around, doing their thing. And here's our server message popping up. So yeah, we do have soldiers that walk around the map, do dynamic stuff. They will eventually send forces to go cap a base. So it's like you'll have these guys walking around. They have their own special forces, Spetsnaz. Got these guys running around. You know, stuff like that. Now, if we come over, another thing is that these guys will actually use vehicles. And I had to find. There might not have been one. Not sure if one spawned or not. Usually you can find one that does spawn. See, this is supposed to be... There we go. That's where that's supposed to be. Close compared to like where ours is. There isn't a reason for it to be next to each other. But I don't see any vehicles spawning in the moment. When vehicles do spawn, I don't think... Oh, here we go. Server's gonna definitely need a reset soon. Or this might be my game on my own. Anyways, as you can see, there's a full squad in there. A full squad. And they all look like modern Russians. So if you're worried about that, you don't have to be. They all look like this. They don't look like the 80s faction at all. It's my computer, that's why it's being like the way it is. Close out a Streamlabs. No, not Streamlabs. Cancel. Anyway, sorry, I was uploading something. Um, Back to what we were saying. Uh, these AI do drive vehicles. Currently, he's just not on an order to move right now. But if we, which I think they're on the, yeah, they're on the same team. So he's, there you go. As you can see, so we do have that dynamic AI around. They do attack bases. We will get warnings. One of the biggest thing is that we are trying to have it where we will have game masters that will make events interesting. So it's not like, so it's not just that you're going to be going up against the AI of the world, but we're going to be making it dynamic events, like actual things of objectives of what you're going to be having to do within taking this area. So you might be taking over one area, right? But now, because you're taking over this area, you left something vulnerable, which causes them to attack, which means you're going to have to either stay, try and take that area over, or move back. We will be also having like little events like rescuing towns full of civilians, evacuation areas, you know, basically everything that we could think of. And we will be having it posted in our Discord as well of like upcoming events of what we'll be doing. Eventually, if this gets popular enough, we will open a second server. We even have helicopters on our servers. Of Apaches. So if people wanted to fly an Apache, they can. Most likely would have to request that from an actual GM, only because the Apaches don't spawn inside the helicopter pad, sadly. But we have Cobras as well as a secondary option, so it's like you have the Apache ability and you have the Cobra ability, so both can definitely be used. Both are great. So like where I'm at currently, which I can delete this for now. We took over the second base of operation over here. This is our second base. Right now, we haven't moved out further besides the radio tower, which we needed to link. So now we have that linked. Now, if we do find a even better PvE mode or scenario where maybe like it's 3 factions at war, that would be pretty cool. But we won't know when that will be. That would probably be on a secondary server, just so that way we can have one for focused warfare against one faction, and one for focused warfare against the second. So yeah, we do plan on doing a lot for this server. Currently it's just me online right now. We don't really have anybody on. The server is fairly new, like I said, but people are more than welcome to join. We have this is. So it should just take you straight to our Discord, honestly. It's not what I want. Anyways. I wanted to show. I don't think there's a way I can really show the name of the server. But we're trying to keep it more military, strategic, and roleplay friendly. So like certain things a GM will have to spawn out, which means you would have to go through requesting it from them. I think the server might have had a restart. Because of all the AI that we have, it has to kind of restart sometimes. It's been on for a day, like probably a little bit. Yeah, it's almost a day. I think our server is restarting right now, so it's gonna be a bit before we get back in. So if we go back, as you can see, server just restarted completely after playing for a while. Server will restart if it's having packet problems too, but if there's just nothing going on for hours, it'll just restart. So, like I said, our base is here, our main operating base. But I might honestly just move it over here, depending if I can do that or not. Alrighty. Anyways, I showed most of the server of what we want to do. If anybody would like to join, we will be live probably a little bit later tonight. The server's still active, so whoever decides to play while we're gone, that'd be cool too.